Good morning. Yes, the thumbnail is correct. I will explain in a minute. But before we get into that topic, hit the subscribe and the thumbs up. And if you hit the thumbs up, I'm going to thank you with a picture of a cute chipmunk. Okay, now that we're done with that intro, new intro, I'm giving it a try. We're walking the dogs. Last night was scary. So nothing wrong. Our house did not burn down. We had no fire, but it smelled like it. And I don't know if you've ever had that. You're asleep, it's like midnight, and you smell fire. So let's set the stage. It is September 30th. It is 45 degrees outside, but 65, 68 in our house. We don't have the heat on, and we burn pellets. That's what we do. So certain times a year, we know that fire smell perfectly fine, and it's not like alarming, but we're not running any of that right now. We're actually keeping our window open still because it gets a little warm in our bedroom. So we smell this fire at about midnight. So I gotta throw on a pair of sweatpants and a shirt. Stella's running after something and I don't know what. I gotta go check it out. So I'm like, what the hell? So I'm going through every room in the house, checking on the kids, making sure none of the kids turned on one of our pellet stoves. Now they're all clean. We cleaned them all out. They're ready for the season. We haven't turned the heat on yet. You know, the house is still staying warm. Daytime warms up the house enough to make it through the evening. Throw on an extra blanket, save some money. Not time to put the heat on yet. My mom used to slap our fingers if we touched the heat. I determined it was not us. I even went into the garage to make sure like a hot tractor or a hot lawnmower didn't start something up, because I know somebody that happened to. They put away a hot lawnmower in their barn and burned their whole barn down. No animals, but the whole thing. They had to redo it all. I've heard these stories before. So it was a little bit of a panic for about 10 minutes. And in those 10 minutes, I figured it out. It's not us. Our neighbor started his wood stove, and it felt like all of his wood smoke and smell was coming right into our bedroom. I mean, it was heavy. We've been here, when I say heavy, it was a heavy smell. We've been here 10 years. I've never smelled, like right now, I know somebody around here is burning wood. It's gotta be the neighbor back that way behind the house. I've never had it smell that heavy in our bed. It was scary as yeah, it was that. Fire is one of those things, I'll be honest, fire and flooding. Those are the two big scary ones to me. Big scary. The wind, I think I could deal with wind. I don't know. You know, I feel like maybe I'm wrong. Tornadoes are scary too, especially because they pop up so fast you can't prepare. But fire and flooding, those are the two big ones. And last night, that was a pretty scary moment. Now, let's bring back the chipmunk story. Seeing that I gave you this cute picture of a chipmunk, now we're going to talk about another scary event. Yesterday, wow, voice crack. Yesterday, Liz and I were out front of our house doing some social media. I think I was just reading emails, and she was doing a social media post on Facebook. That's what we do for a living. And we're at the front door. I'll explain the whole thing, and then I'll show you the image if it came out okay. We're at the front door, and these two chipmunks run right past my feet. I think it was Alvin and Theodore. I don't think Simon showed up. Get it? For those of you that remember the car, my door is stuck. Oh, it's just locked. For those of you that remember the cartoon, Alvin, Simon, Theodore, the chipmunks. So two of them run right past my feet, and I knew what they were. I didn't like freak out. They were super cute little chipmunks. But when Liz saw them, it scared the bejeebies out of her. She jumped. And then it was just super funny. I'll try to run that clip right here.
That was hilarious. That was so cute. It was the chipmunks. That was Alvin and Simon. They were missing Theodore. Look at that. I like that. I saw him run past my feet. I was like, oh, they're cute. They're chipmunks. Then you lost your bananas. Where'd you go? I want to miss one.
One went that way, one went that way. No, you're not putting him in a cage.
Not a cage, but you know what I mean.
For Alvin. Theodore.
Simon
That
was
was
missing.
Theodore. You're Simon. You weirdo.
That was hilarious.
That was pretty funny. Oh, now what's on the agenda today? Who knows? We're hoping we finally, I had to buy another drill. And I actually ended up buying the same one I already had because it was like on clearance. It was pretty inexpensive. And I know Tyler uses the drill a lot. And Jay, so now we have 2. It's no big deal. I know some people that probably have 4. So hopefully we can get back to the gazebo and that kind of thing. Rich started working down. He started cleaning some of it out. But unfortunately, that bulldozer broke. He called me like after an hour of working. He goes, my bulldozer broke. It won't turn or something. Something's wrong with it. So he went and got his backhoe. He got a different piece of equipment and started working, taking some of them little saplings down. We're getting close to being able to see that big trunk of that tree. So it's getting there, but it'll take way longer with the backhoe than it would with the bulldozer. So we'll have to figure something out because I pay by the hour. We'll see. I'm not worried about it. Rich is a good guy. So it's cold out. Like I said, 40 something. I don't know if I'm going to start a fireplace today, but we did realize yesterday that this project has moved way up the list. Window is so rotted out. I mean, look at the bottom of it. The top of it's got holes under the half moon and all the sides and way up there. Unfortunately, there's a huge breeze coming through that window, and that is our mud room where you take your like shoes off and stuff. We have to change it to a door, so it's moving to that very soon. That project has moved way up the list, like has to be done before it snows is kind of the new concept. I found Stella. There she is. She's ready to go in. It's too cold for her. Very exciting things are happening, and I just stepped in poop somewhere. That's not the exciting thing. Wow, big poo. I think it was a goat one when I wasn't looking. I think I stepped in a whole bunch of it or something. I don't know. But very exciting for Sunday. So today is Friday. For this Sunday, we are doing a very interesting Q&A for you guys. It's going to be super exciting, super different. I'm programming it all now on the back end. We are going to go live at sometime Sunday. I want to say it's going to be about 10 or 11 a.m., maybe noon. I'm not exactly sure the time yet because we're pretty much going to go live with audio. Hey, stop eating that. I don't know what she's eating. Hey, stop scratching the door. Oh, who's there? Somebody's there. Somebody's at the door, but they know I'm recording, so they didn't open it. So we're going to go live Sunday with audio from the puppy box. And the puppy box has been upgraded. They are now big enough to play in the big puppy box. So we're going to go live with audio from the puppy box. Liz and I are going to be behind camera most of the time. Liz might climb into the puppy box and sit with puppies, but we can't both fit in there. And we're just going to be interacting with you guys in chat. You ask questions, we answer them. That's how it works. You ask a question, we will answer. Whether it's dog related, goat related, family, farming, it doesn't matter. It's just we're not sitting on a couch. You're going to watch the puppies and listen to them. They're probably going to be sleeping, but our plan is to go live about an hour before they're feeding. For example, they just got fed super early this morning at about 6. They get fed every 4 hours right now. So that means at 10, they would get fed again. So we would go live at about 9, but we're going to do it for 2 rounds. So we're going to go live. We're going to talk to you guys. We're going to do whatever. And we're going to say, okay, it's time to feed them. And we're going to keep it live. And we're going to feed them with audio. And I think one of the feedings is going to be with I almost said Stella, with Piper, because that's how she's doing it now. Piper feeds all for teats, some milk. And then the next feeding is the mush, where they get to eat the food out of the little bowl. But that's 4 hours later. So if you haven't done the math yet, we're gonna be live for like 6 hours. Will we be there the whole time talking, answering questions? Probably not, but we'll be there for the hour before the first feeding, the feeding, a little after that feeding, and then they zonk out and they're sleepy. And if it's an interactive community and people are asking questions, we'll stay. But if it gets quiet, we'll say, okay guys, the schedule is pinned at the top of the chat. We'll be back, or we'll put it on the bottom of the screen because we're gonna use our software that we use in the studio. We can put it right at the bottom of the screen. Aaron, Liz, and audio will be back at this time. And then we'll go do whatever we need to do for the day around the house, and we'll mute the audio. You guys will watch puppies. And then at that time, we'll come back to the room, we'll unmute, we'll do another feeding, and we'll answer more questions. So it'll literally be live for 5-6 hours covering 2 feedings, and we will come in and out on the beginning and the end, basically, to answer questions, be in chat, communicate with you guys, hang out, whatever. So that's gonna be super fun on Sunday. A lot of technology needs to be set up, so that's Saturday. For now, it's Friday. So happy Friday, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye. You can't really see me, but I figured out who it was. It was it was Quinny. He was getting ready for school. He was at you were trying to open it? Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, you saw I was recording?
Yeah.
And then you stopped. See? That's the life of a YouTuber. Oh, who's that? Olivia. You ready for school? Okay, good.